Hello everyone. Today we're excited to share our capstone project Yoga Scan. Before going forward, this is our team member in this project and will accompany me in today's presentation. Our presentation will cover a few main topics. The first one is the background of the project. Second is development process of each pet. And lastly, plans for our project moving forward. Okay, exercise is vital for our health. The National Institute of Health in 2020 said that regular exercise could reduce the risk of heart disease by 35 to 55% and type 2 diabetes by 50%. One example of that exercise being yoga. Beyond this physical benefit, a study in Frontiers in Psychiatry in 2022 also found that yoga reduces stress and enhances well-being. However, despite all of that benefit, yoga is still rarely practiced. There are a few reasons like 1, perception of exclusivity, 2, high cost, 3, lack of awareness, and last is limited access or opportunity.
Based on these facts, we have identified the following problem statement. How can we introduce yoga, and is there efficient for beginner to learn yoga poses correctly and affordable? Therefore, we have developed an application called YogaScan. Next. YogaScan is designed to meet the public need for practicing yoga easily and quickly through smartphone. Next, one of the features is the application is ability to analyze yoga poses correctly in real time. With this feature, user can perfect their poses with real-time feedback to check and improve their yoga poses. Next, additionally, there are other features such as collection of various yoga poses along with their description and benefits. The application also includes a history of yoga poses that had been performed and the feature to add poses to favorite. Next, for the existing result, we have analyzed and compared the YogaScan application with other yoga application available on the Play Store. Here are the names of the application we analyzed. Some applications are approximately 60 to 70 similar to YogaScan in terms of basic functionality or favorite poses. However, in YogaScan, we emphasize the real-time yoga poses scanning of a function, which is not available in other yoga application for now. Next, as a detailed comparison, here is a matrix table comparing the features of YogaScan with other yoga apps.
So now the result section. First, the mobile development. The YogaScan logo features a circular base with a gradient or combination of blue colors inside, creating a calming and harmonized effect. There is a silhouette of an individual performing yoga asana pose, sits at top of a lotus flower with their raised hand, conveying balance, tranquility, and focus. The white line reflects the advanced technology used in the YogaScan application to evaluate users' yoga postures and movement in real time. Research for YogaScan includes user preference surveys and dataset and posts, and for more details, you can visit our GitHub. And then there is a UI UX of the YogaScan application, which will be discussed in more detail later. Entering the front end, the flow starts from the splash screen, which then leads to the sign-in page, and before sign-in, we have to register an account first on the sign-up page. A home page will be displayed containing a list of yoga poses. To see detailed information for each pose, you can click on the desired pose list section, and you can also directly click the start button to open the camera. When the camera is open, we can see sample images of poses and the accuracy of the poses we do. The session lasts for 30 seconds and the camera will analyze every 5 seconds. After the session ends, the results will be entered into the history list. Next. Here we see the favorite list on the favorite page based on the poses that have been added by the user from the details page. Apart from that, we also provide a profile page which displays the username and email that was previously registered. On this page, users also can change their profile photo, delete their account, and sign out.
Okay, now we will look at the process of training a machine learning model. Next, we get data from a Kaggle dataset, filter it to include only 5 classes for training purposes, and perform data augmentation on the selected dataset, increase its size. Next, this code loads a preprocessing image from a directory from training the models. The load image from directory function read image from subdirectory, convert them to RGB format, resizes the image, and adds them to a list along with their labels. Image for training and validation are loaded using this function, followed by normalization their pixel value. Labels are then converted to binary format using label binarizer. Next, the code using MobileNet v2 for image classification, loading the pre-trained model with ImageNet, but excluding the top layers. It is specified in an input size and construct a sequential model with global average polling, best normalization, a dense layer with 128 neurons, and ReLU activation dropout, additional best normalization, and final dense layer with softmax activation for classification. All base layer of MobileNet v2 are frozen to retrain. After building a model, its architecture summary is displayed over the view.
First, we compile the model using the Adam optimizer with a small learning rate and categorical cross entropy loss. We train the model over multiple efforts with a moderate batch size, achieve high training and validation accuracy while significantly reducing losses. And the graph illustrates this process. The accuracy graph shows consistent improvement in both training and validation accuracy. The loss graph indicates a steady decrease in both training and validation loss. Next. For prediction, we process a sample image through the model. It accurately classifies the image as both with high confidence and prediction accuracy, showcasing the model effectiveness in image classification. Next.
Now we're talking about the cloud computing path. This is architecture of cloud computing. The process begins by creating cloud storage to store static files, such as user profile photos and post images. Next, we set up the cloud file store as a database to store the structured data. Then we use the Firebase to facilitate access to service in the backend code. So we integrate Firebase with Google Cloud using a service account. After that, we create an API using the Flask framework. Before deploying to Cloud Run, we build an image based on the Docker file using Cloud Build. Then the resulting build image will be stored and managed in Artifact registry, and then start deploying the container on Cloud Run based on the image stored. And lastly, to ensure data security, we use Firebase authentication to ensure that only authenticated user can access the public API that has been deployed. Next. This attachment about settings for Google Storage Bucket. Next. This attachment about setting for Firestore integrated with the Firebase SDK. Next. This attachment about deployment of the API created with the Flask framework using Cloud Run. Next. Lastly, we also did not forget to create API documentation. Next.
These are the target market of our app, which includes individuals aged 15 to 60, from young teens to adults. People from all professions can benefit from this app. Specifically, yoga beginners who want to perfect their poses. Next. Let's discuss how Yoga Scans earns revenue and promotes itself. We leverage social media platform to reach fitness enthusiasts. We partner with yoga studios, gyms, fitness centers to increase our app's visibility and credibility. Yoga Scan also features gamification, including a currency system to unlock additional poses. We offer premium content and features through a subscription plan. Next. Moving on, next is our future plans, include improving scanning accuracy and added yoga pose, gamification system, meditation and mindfulness, local community, tutorial from experts, and reminders. Next. These are our project's milestones for this year. These include adding features, make adjustment based on feedback, release the application and create promotion, cooperation with investor, and preparation of additional content. Next. Lastly, our budgeting plan. We estimate our income around 324.5 million rupiah and expenses around 227.8 million rupiah. And that makes our total revenue around 96.7 million rupiah.
Lastly, this is the link if you're interested more about our project. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.